There are millions of mutants in Marvel lore, but so far we've only seen a few dozen on the movie screen. Who's been brought to live-action life best? Here's our ranking of the top 50 depictions of mutants from the X-Men movies, from the bottom of the barrel to the most superior of homo superior. Housekeeping note, we've counted some characters twice if they had significant portrayals by different actors. Mystique, we're looking at you. Number 50, Quill. Don't stand so close to him. Number 49, Psylocke. She's a big deal in the comics, but just teleports through a shadow or two here. Number 48, Emma Frost, one of the most important female mutants around, shortchanged by a poor performance from January Jones. Justice for Emma. Number 47, Leech, who can shut down the powers of any mutant that comes near him. Number 46, Sunspot, whose solar blasts are no match for the Sentinels. Number 45, Viper, good at peeling her face off and not much else. Number 44, Darwin. Your guess is as good as ours. Number 43, Azazel, teleporting all over the place. Numbers 42 and 41, Arclight and Callisto, sending out seismic blasts and speed fighting. Number 40, Big Bad Bishop, whose history in the distant future remains murky in the movies. Number 39, Bolt, who we really only like because he's played by Dominic Monaghan from The Lord of the Rings. Number 38, Angel Dust, who gives Colossus the business in Deadpool. Number 37, Toad, portrayed in the very first X-Men movie by Ray Park of Darth Maul fame. Number 36, Multiple Man, whose cool power only got 2 scenes in X3 The Last Stand. Number 35, Kayla Silverfox is Wolverine's first great love, but she doesn't escape his first solo movie alive. Number 34, Negasonic Teenage Warhead had nothing to do with her comic book character except her name, but Brianna Hildebrand made her one of the most fun parts of Deadpool. Number 33, Angel, an original X-Man whose huge wings are mostly wasted in a small amount of screen time. Number 32, Gambit. Taylor Kish didn't do a bad job as the Raging Cajun, he just got dealt a bad hand by the movie around him. Number 31, Blob, a mutant super soldier who lets himself go, although he barely gets enough screen time to count. Number 30, Havoc, younger brother of Cyclops in the comics but blasting on his own in the movies. Number 29, Juggernaut, whose immense strength is only slightly tapped in X3, but for one memorable line.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Number 28, Banshee, front and center in First Class, but killed off screen in Days of Future Past. Sad trombones. Number 27, Ajax, chief villain of Deadpool, who can feel no pain, meaning he won't feel bad about being this low on the list. Number 26, Angel Salvador, aka Tempest, who starts out as an ex-trainee but ends up in Sebastian Shaw's Hellfire Club and then the Brotherhood of Mutants, run by, well, we'll get to him a little later. Number 25, Blink, whose teleportation portals are one of the coolest mutant powers we've seen on screen. Speaking of cool, number 24, founding X-Man Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, has been hanging around the X-Men movies since the beginning. Number 23, Yukio, the badass female ninja who foresees deaths and appoints herself Logan's bodyguard. Number 22, Colossus. The man with the steel skin was played by Daniel Cudmore in 3 X-Men movies, but was a digital construct in Deadpool. Number 21, Kitty Pryde, whose film career has not matched her comics popularity. Nice work by Ellen Page, though. Number 20, Storm. Even though Halle Berry has been game, Storm has never lived up to her massive legacy in the comics. Number 19, Lady Deathstrike, who makes it this high because she is one of Wolverine's most formidable enemies. Number 18, Pyro, in an underrated performance by Aaron Stanford. Number 17, Cyclops. One of the most important X-Men of all time only shows up this low because he too has never gotten a chance to prove himself as the leader and hero he is. Come on, the guy is the quintessential X-Man. Number 16, Sabretooth. We didn't care much for the Tyler Mane version in the first film, but Liev Schreiber's Primal Victor Creed was arguably the best thing about X-Men Origins Wolverine. Number 15, Rogue. Yes, we know that movie Rogue isn't comics Rogue, but she's our gateway into the world of the X-Men in the first movie and puts the first human face on the mutants. Number 14, Beast. His costume may have been monstrous, and not in a good way, but Kelsey Grammer has Hank McCoy's stately personality down pat. Number 13, Sebastian Shaw. Villains have always been problematic in Marvel-based movies, but there's no such problem with this truly sinister portrayal by Kevin Bacon. Number 12, Quicksilver, who literally sped off with the movie in the best scene from Days of Future Past. Bamfing in just below the top 10 at number 11 is Alan Cummings' sensitive Nightcrawler, a hell of a teleporter and one of the few superheroes who is also a person of faith. Now the top 10, starting with Jean Grey. Famke Janssen did an excellent job as Jean, portraying a caring, humane woman who happens to be the vehicle for vast psychic energy. But every time we think of the way X3 botched the Dark Phoenix story, we want to send out an energy blast ourselves. Number 9, Jennifer Lawrence as the young Mystique. Lawrence successfully navigated Raven's evolution from student to mutant warrior and looked good in the blue body paint while doing it. Number 8, Beast, the younger. Nicholas Holt's getup was not much better than Kelsey Grammer's, there's only so much you can do with blue fur. But his combination of genius and innocent geek earns him the higher spot. At number 7, his mentor, Professor Charles Xavier, the younger, who charts a course from 60s hippie to compassionate leader and peace advocate, with James McAvoy handling the role successfully. Number 6, the original Mystique, who had an exotic and erotic appeal, yes, even under all that blue paint, and was a wicked fighting machine to boot. And now for our final 5. At number 5, Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. There wouldn't be an X-Men without Professor X's steady hand and vast mental powers, and casting Stewart in the role was one of the franchise's best choices. Snicking at number 4 is the Great Wolverine. He may not have been squat or hairy enough, but Hugh Jackman captured Logan's fury, fighting skills, and cynicism perfectly, giving us one of the great matches of character and actor. Vaulting to number 3 is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds redeemed himself and Wade Wilson in this year's Deadpool movie, making perhaps the most faithful screen adaptation of a superhero character yet. At number 2, it's Michael Fassbender as young Magneto, his raw energy and anger making his transition from anti-hero to supervillain believable and even frightening. And finally, at number 1, Ian McKellen's older Magneto, who not only wielded massive power and menace, but also embodied the central conflict of the entire X-Men franchise. Are they part of the human race or not? In one steely, majestic, and even tragic character. Do you agree with our rankings? Which movie mutant is your favorite and why? Let us know in the comments or tweet at us at Blaster, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos from the world of X fandom and beyond.
When you listen to this script, even with the involvement